Hey everyone, welcome back to the deep dive. We're diving into the world of making money online today. And if you're looking for a seriously comprehensive guide, you got to check out this website, https://learnxyz.in. They've got this amazing list, the top 50 ways to make money online. We're not just going to skim the surface, though. We're going deep. We're going to break down what these methods actually involve, who they might be a good fit for, and the kind of effort and potential each one holds.
Yeah, what really struck me about this LearnXYZ list was how comprehensive it is. It goes way beyond just like those usual side hustles you hear about all the time. It's like a whole landscape of opportunities. Makes you realize just how much the internet has changed how people can earn a living.
Totally. And, we'll go through the different categories. We'll start with freelancing, which seems like a good place to begin for a lot of people, right? Then we'll get into selling digital products, stuff you create once and sell over and over again. Then we'll hit e-commerce, including those models where you don't have to handle inventory, like drop shipping. We'll even touch on investing online, though that can be a little trickier. And finally, we'll explore the whole content creation scene, building a presence online and all that. So let's kick things off with freelancing. LearnXYZ starts with freelance writing, which, it's not just writing for fun here. There's a huge demand for all sorts of written content online.
Exactly. Every business with a website needs content. I mean, we're talking everything from blog posts to articles to website copy, ebooks, marketing materials, the whole shebang. The LearnXYZ article points to Upwork and Fiverr. Those are popular platforms, and ProBlogger too. But, what's really interesting to think about is how a freelance writer can make themselves stand out these days. It's not just about good grammar anymore. It's often about specializing. Maybe you become the expert in writing about, I don't know, green tech or personal finance for startups. That niche focus can really boost your rates and help you build a reputation.
Makes sense. It's kind of like, a general doctor versus a specialist. That specialist often has more focused demand, more expertise. Okay, next up is graphic design. Think about all the visuals we see online every day. Logos, social media stuff, websites, branding materials. The LearnXYZ article talks about the tools of the trade, Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, Canva. So how does someone break into graphic design and start attracting clients?
Oh, portfolio is absolutely crucial. You got to show off your skills. Platforms like 99 Designs, Dribbble, Behance, those aren't just for finding work. They're like your online gallery. Clients want to see what you can do. And just like with writing, finding your style, your niche, it really helps. Maybe you're the minimalist logo master, or you rock those social media campaigns for a specific industry. You got to build a visual identity for yourself as a designer, just as important as the brands you design for others.
Right on. Let's move on to web development. Now, this might sound intimidating to some, but LearnXYZ breaks it down well. They talk about front-end development. That's what you see and interact with on a website, right? Then there's back-end, the behind-the-scenes stuff that makes it work. And then full-stack developers, they handle both. They mention HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Python, all those programming languages. So for someone who wants to get into this, what's the learning curve like? And where do they usually find work?
Yeah, web development does have a learning curve, for sure. But there's so many resources out there, like free tutorials, online courses, boot camps even. And the demand's huge, right? Practically every business needs a website or a web application these days. Platforms like Upwork, Freelancer, TopToll, they cater to different experience levels and project types. Plus, even within web development, you can specialize. You can focus on e-commerce sites, mobile-first design, all sorts of things. It's a field where you got to keep learning, though, because things change fast.
And then there's video editing. I mean, with YouTube, TikTok, even companies using more video on their websites. No wonder video editors are in high demand. LearnXYZ mentions the big players, Adobe Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro. But what skills matter besides just cutting clips together?
Well, it's so much more than that, right? It's about telling a story visually, using effects and transitions smoothly. Good audio is huge. And then you've got color correction, grading to get the right look. Like the article says, demand is going to keep growing. And if you can add motion graphics or you know how to optimize videos for different platforms, like vertical video for mobile, that's even better.
Can't forget the power of persuasion, though, right? Which brings us to copywriting. LearnXYZ explains that this is all about writing to sell, whether it's on a website, in an ad, email, you name it. They mention Copyblogger and LinkedIn as good resources. So what separates a great copywriter from just a good writer?
That's a good question. A great copywriter, they get psychology, they understand marketing, they figure out their audience, their needs, their desires, and they craft messages that make people take action. It's not just about being clever with words. It's about driving conversions, sales, engagement. If you can show you've actually improved those things, that's huge.
Now, Learn XYZ zips through a bunch of other freelancing options: translation, voiceover work, virtual assistants, managing social media, SEO services. It shows just how diverse freelancing is. It seems like if you have a skill, there's probably someone out there who needs it, right?
Absolutely. If you've got a specific skill, someone probably needs it for a project. The key is figuring out where that demand is and then marketing yourself. Platforms make it easier to connect with clients, but you got to build your reputation, deliver quality work consistently. That's how you succeed long-term in freelancing.
All right, let's switch gears to selling digital products. Learn XYZ points out the big draw here: passive income. First up, ebooks. Self-publishing is super easy these days with platforms like Amazon, KDP, Gumroad, all that. But how do you actually sell ebooks when there are so many out there?
Well, yeah, self-publishing's easy, but getting people to find your book, that's the challenge. LearnXYZ mentions popular genres like self-help, business. Those are good indicators of demand. But to really succeed, you got to market it right. Build your author platform, connect with readers, get those reviews. A great cover design and a description that hooks people, those are crucial too.
Then you've got online courses. If you know something well, platforms like Udemy, Teachable, Skillshare let you create a course and sell it to the world. Learn XYZ talks about the potential for recurring income with courses. So what are some of the things that make an online course a hit and keep bringing in that revenue?
The best courses, they're high quality, engaging, they give students real value. That means well-structured videos, downloadable resources, maybe even some interaction. Keep the content fresh, build a community around your course. Those things can lead to recurring income through subscriptions, maybe even getting students to sign up for more of your courses. And of course, you got to market it effectively, reach the right people.
All right, something a little different in the digital realm: printables. Learn XYZ gives examples like planners, worksheets, digital art, stuff people can download and print. Etsy, Shopify, those are good places to sell them. So what makes printables appealing, and how can creators tap into this market?
Printables, they often meet a really specific need or interest. People like them because they're practical, affordable, and for creators, it's relatively easy to get started. And the profit margins are good because you don't have physical production or shipping costs. Find a niche that's in demand, maybe like planners for a specific job or educational worksheets for homeschoolers. Create visually appealing, high-quality designs. That's how you succeed with printables.
Learn XYZ goes on to mention a ton of other digital product possibilities: software, stock photos, digital art, music, sound effects, 3D models, even NFTs and subscription-based content. It's amazing how broad the definition of digital product has become.
Yeah, it's wild how technology keeps creating new ways to buy and sell digital stuff. Everything from software to art to music. If it can be digitized, there's probably a market for it. NFTs, those non-fungible tokens, that's a whole new way to own and value digital items. And subscription-based content, that's getting more and more popular. It's great for creators because it provides recurring revenue.
All right, let's dive into e-commerce. First, this whole dropshipping thing. Learn XYZ explains how you can sell online without actually keeping any inventory yourself. Platforms like Shopify, WooCommerce, they often integrate with suppliers like AliExpress, so it's pretty accessible. What are the pros and cons of dropshipping?
Well, the big plus, as LearnXYZ points out, is that it's easy to start and it's less risky because you're not investing a ton in inventory up front. You only pay when someone buys. The downside is that your profit margins are lower. You're often competing on price, and you don't control product quality or shipping as much. Customer service can be trickier too because you're the middleman between the customer and the supplier. So to succeed, you got to pick the right niche, market it well, and provide good customer service. Then there's Amazon FBA fulfillment by Amazon. You do have physical products here, but you send them to Amazon, and they store, pack, and ship them for you. LearnXYZ mentions the benefit of being eligible for Amazon Prime shipping. So what kinds of businesses do well with FBA? FBA is great for businesses that want to grow quickly and reach a lot of people. It leverages Amazon's infrastructure and customer base. Prime shipping is a huge plus for customers. It works well for private label products, where you're building your own brand, and for resellers who find those profitable niches on Amazon. But remember, Amazon charges fees, so factor those into your pricing.
And for the creative folks who like making things by hand, Learn XYZ talks about selling handmade goods on Etsy, Amazon Handmade. Unique, high-quality stuff is the focus here. So what's important for someone who wants to succeed in this space?
Well, authenticity and telling your story are key. Customers are drawn to unique items and they want to know where they came from. Great craftsmanship, beautiful product photos, and top-notch customer service. Those build a loyal following. It also helps to niche down, focus on a specific type of handmade product that helps you stand out.
LearnXYZ then mentions a bunch of other e-commerce options. Private labeling, print on demand, selling digital downloads like we talked about before, affiliate marketing, promoting other people's products, Facebook Marketplace, subscription boxes, the physical version of recurring revenue, even selling domain names. There are so many ways to do e-commerce these days.
It's amazing how diverse it's become. There's a model for pretty much everyone, whether you like handling physical products or prefer a hands-off approach. Do your research, understand the costs and challenges of each model, and pick one that fits your skills and resources.
All right, let's get into the world of investing and passive income online. LearnXYZ starts with stock market investing, buying shares, potential for growth. They mention passive strategies like index funds and more active trading. They list platforms like Robinhood and E-Trade. For someone new to this, what are some basic things they should know?
Understanding risk is huge. Diversification, spreading your investments, is key to managing risk. You got to have a long-term perspective. Don't try to time the market. Learn about different investment types like index funds and ETFs. LearnXYZ is right. There are platforms that make it easier to get started, but do your research. Educate yourself.
Then we've got cryptocurrency trading. LearnXYZ points out that those markets are open 204/7. Binance, Coinbase, those are popular platforms. But they also mention how volatile it is and the need for solid strategies. So what should someone think about before jumping into crypto trading?
It can be super volatile. You could lose a lot. Do your homework on the specific cryptocurrencies you're interested in. Understand the technology behind them, like blockchain. Have a clear trading plan with risk management built in. Only invest what you can afford to lose. And be careful of hype and speculation.
A less volatile option they mention is real estate crowdfunding. You invest in real estate projects with smaller amounts of money through platforms like Fundrise, Realty Mogul. You could earn passive income without actually owning property. So what are the pros and cons of this compared to traditional real estate?
Well, real estate crowdfunding lets you invest with less money upfront than buying a whole property, and you can diversify across different projects. It's generally more passive. But it can be harder to get your money out, and you're relying on the platform and the developers to manage those projects well. Do your due diligence on the platform and the projects themselves.
LearnXYZ then mentions a whole bunch of other investing and passive income possibilities: dividend investing, peer-to-peer lending, selling ad space on your website, creating a membership site — we talked about that with digital products — automated drop shipping, licensing photography or artwork, even writing and selling stock market or crypto analysis. Quite a variety.
Yeah, the common thread is generating income without having to be super actively involved once you set things up. But remember, most of these still require some effort up front. You got to monitor things, and you need some knowledge. Like to sell ad space, you need website traffic. To license your work, you need stuff people want.
Finally, let's talk about content creation and influencing. LearnXYZ starts with YouTube. You can make money through ads, sponsorships, affiliate links, channel memberships. They emphasize consistency and high-quality content. What are some of the challenges of building a successful YouTube channel these days?
It's super competitive. To stand out, you need to upload consistently, have good production quality, and find a unique niche or angle that resonates with people. Building an audience takes time and effort. You got to engage with your community, understand how YouTube's algorithm works, and often promote your content elsewhere. Patience and persistence are key.
Then there's Twitch streaming. LearnXYZ says it's great for gamers and entertainers. You can make money through Twitch partnerships, subscriptions, donations. It seems like community is everything on Twitch, so what makes a successful streamer?
Authenticity and engagement are huge. Viewers watch for the content, but they also want to interact with the streamer and feel like part of a community. Stick to a consistent schedule, chat with your viewers, maybe collaborate with other streamers, and find a niche. Offer something entertaining or informative within that niche.
Podcasting gets a shout out too, which, well, that's us right now. LearnXYZ mentions monetization through sponsors, ads, crowdfunding, premium subscriptions. Again, consistency and good audio quality are key. Any advice for someone who wants to start a podcast and eventually make money from it?
It's relatively easy to start, but building a successful, monetizable podcast takes work. Figure out your niche, who you're talking to, create good audio content, and put it out there consistently. Promote your podcast. Building an audience is how you get sponsors or subscribers. Engage with your listeners, build a community. That really helps.
Learn XYZ wraps up with a whole bunch more content creation and influencing options. Blogging, Instagram influencing, TikTok monetization, writing on Medium, selling stock footage, coaching, consulting, even reviewing websites and apps. There are just so many ways to share what you're passionate about and make money online.
It's amazing how the internet lets people become their own media companies. Whether you like writing, making videos, talking, there's a platform and a way to reach an audience and potentially earn income. The key is to provide value, be consistent, and understand your platform and your audience.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into LearnXYZ's top 50 ways to make money online, it's clear that the internet offers a ton of possibilities for making money, no matter your skills, interests, or goals.
Yeah, the sheer number of options is incredible. Side hustle, creative outlet, online business, investing, whatever you're looking for, this list is a great place to start.
But remember, success takes dedication and work, just like LearnXYZ probably says. It's not about getting rich quick. It's about finding the right opportunity and then putting in the effort to make it work.
That's so important. The internet has made it easier to earn money online, but you still got to work hard and be persistent. Research, consistent effort, strategy, those are how you turn these opportunities into real income.
Here's something to think about. With technology moving so fast and new platforms and industries popping up all the time, what totally new ways to make money online do you think we might see in the future? It's constantly changing.
That's a great question. The way things are going, what we see now might just be the beginning. Who knows what'll happen with AI, virtual and augmented reality, the metaverse? Those could create totally new ways to earn money that we can't even imagine yet.
For a deeper dive into all these amazing ways to make money online and tons of resources, check out https://learnxyz.in.
We really encourage you to explore their site, learn more about the methods that interest you, and start your online earning journey.
If you found this deep dive helpful, please like the podcast or video and subscribe to our channel for more explorations of the digital world. Your support helps us bring you more deep dives like this. Make sure you visit https://learnxyz.in. Like and subscribe.
Your support helps us reach even more people who are interested in online opportunities.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.